Okay. Here we are. We're cutting it pretty fine, but we're here. And my skybox has decided that it doesn't want to work. Which is excellent. It's just what you want, isn't it? It's just what you want when the race is about to start. Good morning, everyone. Especially those who have gotten up nice and early. Ron, Eduardo, Afi, Lobato, Wolves, Tom. Hopefully it'll be back up before the formation lap finishes, but I do have Sky Go that I can load up, so it's not the end of the world. Trench, good evening. Well, good evening where you are. I saw that Perez is down from the pit lane, taking a new control electronics.
To be relevant at all for this afternoon.
Yeah, so it's going to be about really thinking on your feet, and you know, all these guys are very good at feedback, but I think more so today than normal. That was a slightly slow getaway, wasn't it, for Fernando?
Yes, it was. It looks there.
You might have been able to hear that. I do have it on Sky Go, but I'd rather have it on.
The pre-start was very average.
I was actually up, but I had a bad stomach this morning. I was on the toilet. So waking up wasn't too bad, to be honest. Wasn't my main issue anyway. Although I'll be honest, I was pretty tired last night, so I am quite surprised that I'm awake. Brundle doesn't do every race now. I think he just doesn't want to. He doesn't do a lot of the flyaway races. I think he obviously picks and chooses his schedule so that he can do other things. What we thinking then? It's a little bit impromptu. I've sort of started 2 minutes before the race today, so I know it's we haven't really had a build up, but it is what it is. I'll tell you when the lights are going out.
Okay, so wait to pit out. Okay, so the grid's just forming.
Well, they're lining up on the grid, but I'll tell you when the lights are going out. Right. Lights. Looked like a good start from Russell.
Good in the box.
Oh, Russell got the lead. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. What? Great result, great start for George Russell. Lewis sent it on Max, and then Charles Leclerc's gone backwards into the gravel. I thought Alonso had Hamilton. I thought Hamilton was... Because Hamilton had to get out of it on the first corner because Max was so slow. I thought... Safety car. So I actually thought Alonso was going to get ahead of... Oh, he's out as well. Oh, my God. It's like Carlos Sainz last year. Ferrari. Oh dear. I need to see what happened. Max complaining that Lewis pushed him wide. I mean, it did look like Lewis pushed him wide, but it didn't look like anything different than Max does, but I'll have to watch it again. So Checo has got rid of the hard tyres and put the medium on. Because he doesn't lose anything because he was starting from the pits anyway. Surely you'd want the hards on at the start, no? Right, Carlos Sainz. Oh, he got hit. Was it Stroll? Or was it Alonso? It was Stroll, I think. I mean, that doesn't look like Lance Stroll's fault to me. Like, Stroll is sandwiched between Alonso and Leclerc. I think that's just a racing incident. It's not... What can you do? I will say this. When you look at it further back, Stroll does drift across to the left. It's a racing incident. I think there's not much you can do about that. I'm trying to see that from this camera. I mean, Lewis does not push Max wide there. Lewis is hugging the apex, right? I'm looking at the other incident now. And Max goes over the curb. Nah. That was not Lewis pushing him wide at all. I mean, great start from George, though. Great start from George. Interesting. I don't know how Lewis survived. I really don't know how Lewis survived against Alonso. I thought he was going to get swamped by Alonso and Carlos Sainz, to be honest, because he had to get out of it in turn one because he was right behind Max, and you saw him, he had to brake. He lost all his momentum. It's Mercedes 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look at this race start again. Yeah, great launch from Russell. Great launch.
Lance touched my...
He's not in front of him, though.
Copy understood.
He's not. Like, honestly, like, he wasn't ahead of him. He's just braked later. And Max, it's like Max didn't have the grip. You see, Lewis actually has to get out of the throttle coming out of turn one. Ah, that's why Alonso didn't get him. Alonso went out on the marbles. And
in one piece. So close.
And lost the rear.
Everything's okay.
Alonso lost the rear. That's why he didn't get a run on Lewis. Oh, what? Max braked so early, guys. Max braked super early. Lewis went down the inside and Charles Leclerc went round the outside because Max braked so early. So Max braked early for turn 1 and turn 3. I mean, I don't see how Lewis has pushed Max wide there. Anyway, we're going live again. Racing begins. Once that Red Bull's tyres get up to temperature, though, you have to assume that Max will be right there, especially with DRS. And yeah, Albon up to 6th. Norris in 11th. Where's Perez now? 18th after his pit stop. It's going to be an interesting race now. It's going to be an interesting race to see what happens here. Hard to judge. I still think Verstappen's got the pace, though, ultimately, isn't he? Yeah, Max is all over Lewis, like.
Fernando, we're currently thinking plan A.
Yeah, confirm. I wonder if Red Bull had a concern with the engine braking, because apparently that's the issue with Checo. It was some sort of like engine. The engine was pushing on under braking. Something to do with that. George seems slow in that last sector. He might be using his battery early on, or he's just, playing it clever. He seems to gain at the beginning part of the lap, and then Lewis and Max are a lot closer toward the end of the lap. That DRS is incredibly strong, though, isn't it?
Guys, we're derating through turn 5. Costing me a lot of that time.
So currently Alonso's in 5th. He's dropped out of DRS of Carlos Sainz, who's dropped out of DRS of Verstappen. It's actually quite a tricky track to overtake, this one. That, extra DRS zone certainly helps.
You're asking
but...
me to manage, and I'm being attacked by my own teammate. You tell me what to do. If I want going to push to defend, I'll push now.
Oh, the Mercedes are fighting. Bloody hell. The Merc DRS shuffle.
Williams exit 7.
Safety car.
Oh, there's a safety car. I am a little bit behind on my recording. Oh, it's Albon. Oh, it's a big one. Ooh. Oh, no. He's having such a good race. Ugh. Albon was doing so well. Why is Russell pitted? What? That seems a little bit early. Okay, we'll see. Oh, Albon just carried too much speed and he did it himself. Oh, such a shame. Oh, Russell's ruined then. Russell's ruined himself. Everyone will put the Hadz on. Russell's ruined himself. Anyone who's pitted has just ruined themselves. Anyone who's pitted has just ruined themselves. Ruined. Absolutely fucking ruined. They'll all put Hadz on now, you presume.
There's a lot of debris everywhere, so near where the car is the least debris, but just keep your eyes open.
It's so gutted for Albon. He was doing so well, man. I need to see the onboard, but yeah, it was pretty... So anyone who stopped under that safety car is a little bit ruined now. Gutted for Albon. I mean, it's happened a few times. It's so gutting, man, because he had an incredible qualifying and then up to 6th place. Ugh. The only reason they've done a red flag here, I think it's twofold. There was so much gravel on the circuit that they wanted to clear it. And they probably just want to just check that barrier as well. Yeah, Russell will be fuming. Like, Russell's been ruined, like, completely. Russell pitted thinking he was being really, really clever, but they misjudged the damage done and the gravel on the track, I think. And so Russell's been ruined by that. Because now you have to assume Verstappen, Alonso, Hamilton, and all that will all put we'll all put hard tyres on. Lewis wants them to change his front wing. I'm not sure why. I think it's fine. Yeah. Poor George. George shaking his head. Like, I don't blame him. I thought it was... I don't know. I thought it was too early. You might get a net gain, right? You might get a net gain, but from pitting under the safety car. But even at the end of the race, you have to assume that Max and Lewis on fresh tyres would have gained a lot. So I don't know. It shouldn't be a long red flag, though.
Yeah, sorry, George, that screwed us. But let's do the most out of it. We can still go to the front on the podium, or better.
Yeah, it's not your fault, guys. That was a good call.
I'm trying to see what George is saying to Toto. I can't lip read. I'm trying, though. Yeah, I mean, George is frustrated, but to be he's taken it well, as in he's not frustrated with the team. It's not their fault. They've tried to do something clever that would have, you know, potentially worked out for him to guarantee a win. At least they've split their strategies and given them more a chance of getting a car to win. The red flag is unfortunate. That's ruined him, but it's not the team's fault. So he's, you know, he's frustrated, but he's not frustrated with the team, which is right. God, yeah. I was just watching Nico going through the gravel, bloody hell. Extreme, innit? Another 10 minutes. 10 minutes of red flag, and then we'll be back. Sweepers out on track. Look at all the... Bloody hell, there's so many marshals. So many marshals out there brushing the track. Ah, it was an eventful 9 laps. Do you think the red flag was the right call? There's a lot of gravel on track there, wasn't there? There was a lot of gravel there. I can kind of see why they've red flagged it. Just because of that, you know, that amount of gravel. God, that Charles Leclerc incident's so unfortunate. He's just turned in and Stroll had nowhere to go. Like, it's not Stroll's fault, that Charles Leclerc incident, is it? It's just an unfortunate racing incident. It's so frustrating for Charles Leclerc, but... So, who's the winners and losers here? Hulkenberg is up to 6th. He had a great qualifying. Way better than Magnussen in qualifying. Sonoda's up to 8th. And Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri are in 9th and 10th. Carlos Sainz was ruined. He's down to 11th because of his pit stop. Obviously, George Russell's down to 7th because of his pit stop. So the McLarens benefited considerably. Checo Perez, I think Perez started the race on the hard tyres. So what's he going to do at the stop now? Checo started the race on the hards, but now everyone ahead of him is going to get a free pit stop, essentially, onto the hard tyres. So what's he going to do? He's got to put mediums on, surely. I mean, I don't see what else he can do. Yeah. The only reason Lewis went to go past Max, by the way, was because Max was slow. Max braked really early. That's the only. If you watch that replay, that's the only reason. He wasn't going to send it on him. He just had to get out of the way because he braked. I don't know why Max braked so early.
It was just getting up to temperature. It was all fine. I guess we're gonna stick with it, right? It's gonna be a standing start.
Actually, you're 100% correct. You are 100% correct. He started on the hards, and then when that first safety car came out, he put the mediums on. You're absolutely right. So he's going to just put the hards back on. He's like, bloody hell, lads. Now I don't even get to run the better tyre. Got to go back on the bloody hards. You're absolutely right. He isn't as ruined as I thought because he can just put the hards back on. Because you, as you correctly pointed out, he paid for mediums under the safety car. Oh, Carlos Sainz on the radio.
But it was scary that Williams was a cloud, you couldn't see the
Morning,
car.
Monkey.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't really
He's
sure.
fine, by the way, he's out of the car.
Part of me yesterday didn't think I was going to get up for it, Monkey, because I was quite tired yesterday. But, yeah. We're here. We're here and we're alive. Oh, you got me yawning. Has that just made you guys yawn? I hope so. I mean, I think Verstappen's going to get past Lewis Hamilton pretty easily now. Do you think? Lewis doesn't have DRS in front of him. I think Verstappen's going to get past him. I don't think... Do you think they will just go to the end? Or do you think at the end of the race, someone will pit for fresh tyres?
Usually there will be a lot of fighting, so...
I don't know, maybe someone will pit for fresh tyres.
Maybe
and
try and be aggressive at the start, but then 2 or 3 laps of slow intro.
It's hard to know, isn't it? But because logic says, yeah, these tyres will go to the end, but if someone at the end of the race within the last 20 laps goes, do you know what, I'm just going to go dosh on a set of softs or dosh on a set of mediums, they could be lightning fast. Oh, I don't want to see Alex Albon crashing again. It's too sad. Oh, such a shame. Oh my god, like that Nico Hulkenberg camera is so scary. Not only does he go through the gravel, but the Williams is coming back onto the track and he can't see it. Oh my god. That was pretty scary from that driver cam. Bloody hell. Because you've got a different view from the T cam, but on his driver helmet cam, oof. Right.
Lewis, I know that paddle target will go plus 3. Plus 3.
So just tell me what numbers, mate. What number?
37. 37.
Well, that's what I did before.
Who was that speaking to Lewis Hamilton then? I didn't recognise the voice. Oh, it's a standing start as well, isn't it? Forgot. It's a standing start. Hard tyre. Starting on the hard tyre. Interesting. Someone's on the bloody soft. Who's that? Is that one of the McLarens? No, they can't be. I must just be seeing things. They wouldn't be on the soft. Why is the safety car out if they're just doing a formation lap? Doesn't need to be, does it? I mean, Lewis is miles behind the safety car. What the hell's going on? What the hell? You can't do this. That's not allowed. Surely. What the hell's he doing? That's way more than 10 cat. Oh, it doesn't count though if it's a formation lap, I think. Lewis might get into trouble for that. What is Lewis doing? What is Lewis doing?
Wait, this is more than 10 car lengths. Look,
I'm really confused. That's weird. Is that allowed? Surely that's not allowed. Surely he's going to get into trouble. Oh my god, he's caused a chaos. This car's just... Oh my god. Oh my god. Like 4 cars have... Oh my god. Yeah. That... I mean, Lewis pretty much stopped on the track. Like... I don't know why he's done that. That's insane. Yeah, he's gonna get into trouble for that, surely. You can't do that, surely.
Why do you stop these guys here?
Right, lights are on.
What they're doing. Yeah, it's crazy, guy. Who's stopping?
I think Lewis jumped the start.
They stopped here.
Yeah, we saw all that.
Lewis jumped the start. Ooh. Nick De Vries just had contact. George Russell made up a couple of positions, though, on the start. I think Lewis jumped the start. And you have to assume he's going to get in trouble for the formation lap.
Check the front wing.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just... I just honestly don't know.
Doesn't feel really right.
Copy.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. Oh, maybe he didn't jump? I don't know. I need to see the other camera angle. I'm just going to rewind it. Hold on.
Still be gravel in 6-7.
It looked like he jumped to me. Oh, maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. I mean, they'll have sensors. But I think he'll still get into trouble for the start procedure. Oh, De Vries just drifts across knowing there's a car there. What's he doing? I mean, I don't know what Nick De Vries was doing there. Oh, Max is right on Lewis. Yeah, he's got DRS. I mean, Verstappen's going to blitz past with DRS. He's right on him. Now, how is he going to stop him here with DRS? Like, what's he going to do? Like, he can do nothing. And he's got DRS down the next straight as well to get away. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. So he's out of DRS because the DRS goes into another DRS, so he gets double DRS. It's so stupid. It's so fucking moronic. Fucking stupid DRS zones, man. Max is 2 seconds ahead all of a sudden. Absolutely insane. Because once he got through the S's, he had DRS down the next straight as well. So he could get away. Hamilton's already 2.6 seconds behind Max. Yeah, immediately 2 seconds away. George Russell made some good progress, though. He's already up to 4th, so... What's up with Perez? Bloody hell, that Williams ahead of him. I know it's Logasaj, but that Williams had DRS and Perez just went past him like he didn't have DRS. Crazy. That Alpine's going to be blue next race. It's not going to be pink anymore. Verstappen 3 seconds ahead now. Well, 3.2. Like, he's so much quicker. Like, what the hell? I think once the tyres are up to temp. 23.2 last lap. Lewis was a 23.7. Half a tenth quicker. Are they going to do a 2-stop? No. Is he doing the pace of a 2-stop, do you think? I don't know. Maybe not. He's just lightning quick, isn't he? He does have to get those hard tyres to the end of the race, though. Great move as well. Sainz up to 6th. He's absolutely rapid, Carlos Sainz. Oh, Perez fighting the Haas. Oh, he's not going to go down. No. Jesus. Mate, I wouldn't have sent it there on F1 22, let alone in real life. I can't believe he sent it there. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, I mean, that Red Bull, when it's in, you know, when it's in normal conditions out front, it's lightning. I mean, it's lightning quick anyway. I think qualifying was an anomaly. I mean, they still got pole, but what I mean by that is Mercedes only being 0.2 back was an anomaly, wasn't it? Because Red Bull probably wasn't performing to their highest tier, but in the race, their race pace is just so good. It's crazy how quick they are. Then once Max settles in, tyres get up to temperature, because that was his issue in qualifying. They couldn't get the tyres in the working window, so once they're up to speed in the race, they're just going to be so quick, you know.
The guy's moving so late.
I mean, is Lewis going flat out and he just can't keep up, or is he managing? Just don't know. Perez making his way through the field though, nicely. Oh, Lewis gets away with the restart. I think it's because it's not a technical safety car. There's some sort of technical rule, I think. Lewis Hamilton is dropped back into DRS range of Fernando Alonso as well. Alonso's right on Lewis now. It's curious. Also, Lewis is allowed to fall 10. Okay. Lewis looks like he's struggling. Has Gasly just got ahead of Russell? The hell? Sainz has just got ahead of Russell. Stroll's just got... What's that? Russell! Russell, engine! Oh, no. Oh, that could be a safety car. That's going to be a safety car. It's on fire. That's going to be a safety car. Oh, get out. Get out, George. It's on fire. Virtual safety car. The flames calm down. Oh, man. Oh, Mercedes had such good reliability last season. Such good reliability last season. That's not good, is it? Yeah, last couple corners. God, that's like one of those old blowouts. Back when I was a kid watching Formula One and the smoke would start appearing behind and then, yeah. Ah, George. Oh, no. Oh, well. There you go. Lewis had that mechanical failure last year in Abu Dhabi, didn't he?
So far, pretty good. Tricky to say, obviously. I'm in traffic, so it's a bit turbulent.
After they Mercedes was so happy yesterday. Green flag. Yeah, I think
Alonso's pretty quick.
Yeah, copy Lewis. Yep.
I don't know if these tires are going to make it all the way to the end.
Yeah, we're planning for all eventualities.
I think they might try and do like a two-stopper at Mercedes, you know. Well, I mean, I suppose it doesn't make it any easier for him, Shadow, because he was making his way back through the field. But yeah, I mean, I suppose if he was winning and it was 3/4 of the way through the race, it would be even harder, I suppose, wouldn't it? Yeah. So, we have to assume that Verstappen is going to be able to win this race at a canter, don't we? I think. Now he's out in front. I wonder what Carlos Sainz can do, because Carlos Sainz is the second quickest car on the track. So, and now he doesn't have a Mercedes ahead of him. Well, he doesn't have George Russell ahead of him, I should say. Oh, that's not going to work. Check it. Yeah. Thought he was going to bloody send it there. So Checo's up to 12th. Oh, there's a bloody DRS train. That's what the one thing that's good about the Red Bull is it doesn't really suffer in a DRS train because its DRS is so much more efficient. So it might be in a DRS train, but its DRS is better than the cars ahead of it. So it's usually still a net gain for it. Piastri's in 10th currently.
Can have a bit less diff locking only for like high speed.
And Norris is 8th. So hopefully a good result for McLaren. Or hopefully they can get a good result, you know. Yeah. Oh, Perez again into the chicane. Jesus. I guess the car must be fixed for Checo, right?
I had no different on those straights.
Yeah. Honestly, it's butt clenching watching Checo send it into that chicane numerous times.
Now it seems to be stable.
Yeah, it's bloody... I mean, that can go wrong going into that corner. It's so hard to judge. It's a corner that's so hard to judge even when you're going flat out through there. Especially harder when you're going side by side. I thought Carlos would have breezed past Gasly there, but he hasn't. I tell you what, that extra DRS is perfect for Perez. He's done like 4 overtakes through there. Fair play to him. He's up to 10th now. It was 3 races this year, Flamer. It was 2 races last year, but it was 3. They decided to do 3 this year. So it'll be blue for the next race. I believe. The biggest question for me now is if they think they'll get, or if all of these cars will go to the end of the race on these hard tyres, or whether they'll stop again. Oh, Perez passed another. I mean, Yuki Tsunoda was standing still there as far as I'm concerned. Perez 5.5 seconds behind Lando Norris. I mean, he'll catch him pretty quick at this rate or not. Crikey. Yeah, Gasly's having a really good race. Ocon's down in 12th, though, and Gasly's up in 4th. Did Ocon stop before the safety car? He might have. I can't remember. I mean, it looks like Verstappen's pace is too strong. He did what, a 122. Lewis doesn't think that hard tire is going to go all the way. I mean, maybe it won't. 122.1 from Verstappen, a 122.9 from Lewis.
Car behind you now is Perez, 5 seconds.
So I guess I'm not going to be fighting him, right?
Correct. We minimise losses.
Oh my god, that was... Bloody hell, that was dodgy from Sainz. That was close. That was very close. Bloody hell. That was close, though. Oh, I tell you what, he did well to get that car stopped, though. Fair play. Oof. That was the full send on the inside. Holy shit. Fair play. Well, Sainz could catch Alonso and Hamilton here, to be honest. He's quick enough. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't want to be sending it on Yuki Tsunoda because he's a bloody live wire. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what Yuki Tsunoda's going to do because he's an absolute bloody... I mean, he's wild, isn't he?
There's something loose, I think, between my feet.
Oh!
Understood.
What a move from Ocon. What a move from Ocon. Fair play. Oof. Fair play. Just be back in 2 minutes.
Flipping a lot.
Ooh, I'm back. Apologies. Apologies. So, Verstappen's now got 8 seconds on Hamilton.
Okay, Oscar, good job, good job.
And Alonso's catching him as well.
1:22.3, that's the reference.
Similar pace though from Mercedes and Aston Martin, which is quite surprising considering the first couple races. 21.7 from Verstappen, 22 flat from Lewis, 21.9 from Fernando. 28 laps left on these tyres. They've done 21 laps. Yeah, Alonso's bridged the gap now down to 1.4 seconds. Seems hotter today, though, as well. So, I mean, they're still doing good laps, even though the track's hotter than yesterday. Now, Hamilton's pace isn't great, but he had a slow lap last lap. He had to do a 22.7, and Alonso did a 22 flat. So, I wonder if... This is interesting as well, by the way. The only... Well, Verstappen and it might be Perez. They're the only two cars that have an extra set of hard tyres. Like, new set. So anyone else who stops the game would have to put on softs or mediums. But, the Red Bulls have a new set of hards. An extra set. I mean, it was a bit of a pipe dream to think that perhaps Mercedes could win this race, but we believed early on, didn't we? And then, obviously, Verstappen's now just comfortably pulled out an 8-second lead. The Red Bull's just so quick
We need to play with the tools.
in the race. Are you seeing that with Perez coming through the field? I actually thought Perez would have caught Norris way quicker, though. So, the thing is, what does Lewis do? He either pushes to keep ahead of him and uses his tyres, or he doesn't use his tyres and loses the position. It's one or the other, isn't it? 22.2 from Hamilton, 22.4 from Alonso, 22 flat from Verstappen. A 21.8 from Carlos Sainz. So, I don't think Lewis can be hanging around because Alonso's 1.4 behind him, but Sainz is only 1.5 behind Alonso. So, yes, Verstappen's pulled away, but it's like Alonso 1.4, Sainz 1.6, Gasly 0.8, Stroll 0.7. Hulkenberg's only 2.8 seconds back from that. There's not huge gaps here. Perez probably is a pit stop behind down in 9th, but that's about it. Who's gonna pit again? It's going to be interesting, isn't it? There's like such a good train of cars here from Sainz, Gasly, Stroll. It's impressive.
So gap to Alonso 1.2.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
On the same strategy as us, mate.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens now with Hamilton, Alonso, Sainz. And Gasly's not far behind either. We'll see. See what happens, won't we? Because Sainz is almost within DRS of Alonso. Yeah, there's a lot of cars doing similar pace.
With Perez behind, we are willing to race him for a bit, but do not lose sight of our objective, which is stint 2.
Yeah, Hulk's having a blinder in 7th. I just don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out. Are they all just going to stay out on Hadz? The Aston Martin is very good on its tyres. I'm surprised that Perez hasn't got up to Norris quicker, though, if I'm being honest. But
Good one, Joe. Very good. Now we have Piastri in front, 5 seconds.
the red flag has kind of neutralized the sort of pit stops and the exciting parts of like pit stops and everything, though, isn't it? That's the only problem. We like seeing pit stops and cars jumping on fresh tires and what have you, and we've kind of lost that a little bit. Off the top of my head, I don't know, but I would imagine it would be like 20 to 23 seconds. You know, the problem is, if you pitted now from Hamilton, you'd be down in bloody... Well, where would you be? You'd be 10th, I think. I think he'd drop to like 10th. And he'd have to come through Ocon, Perez, Norris, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Gas, etc. Yes, he'd be on fresh tyres, but he's coming through cars that are blindingly quick in a straight line. So I'm not sure Mercedes would want to do that. Same with Alonso. I think Alonso and the Aston Martin are really good on their tyres. So. And Verstappen doesn't need to, but if Verstappen did want to, he could. And he could easily get back to first.
You gotta get me off this tyre.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the tire film is quite used, but it still has space. But it feels used. Copy that.
Yuki Tsunoda's got a problem. Poor Yuki. Perez pretty close to Norris now. Yeah, I don't think anyone will be wanting to pit now. No one will want to pit if they can avoid it, I think. Oh, someone's pitted. Logan Sargent. He's feeling it. He's gone from a set of Hadz to a set of Hadz. Was he on the mediums? Ah, he was, yeah. Not exactly the car we wanted to see, though, is it? Hamilton just did the fastest lap. What? That's not true. He did a 22 flat. I wasn't the fastest lap. Oh, he did a 21.4. What? That's not true. Unless my timing screen didn't update. Oh, my timing didn't update. Interesting.
You guys are quick behind me.
I mean, you've got Alonso, Sainz, and Gasly all right behind. Like, it's it's pretty crazy. $21.3 from Verstappen. Oof. We just don't know how well he's managing the pace, though, do we? Because the fact that he just put in that fastest lap means he can go a little bit quick. I just don't know. We got, what, 19 laps left on these tyres. Yeah, Otmar doesn't think anyone's going to pit. Another fastest lap from Hamilton, a 21.3. I think Lewis has got the pace, but he doesn't want to put it in and burn through his tyres. I think that's the problem. But Alonso wants him to put in that pace because Alonso's a riled fox. Alonso wants him to burn through his tyres. Gasly's just playing this smart, to be honest. He's just holding behind Carlos Sainz with DRS. And the DRS is pulling him along beautifully. Because the DRS is so strong because it's around, you know, so much of the lap. A 121 flat from Max Verstappen. Lewis on the radio. There's no way I'm losing out to him. What? What did we have? A 21.5 from Hamilton, 21.6 from Alonso, 21.9 from Sainz. Norris is still in 8th, and Perez has not got past him. Interesting. Which is curious. Perez cooked his tyres, do you think? Max, fastest lap again.
Difficult to get close, man.
120.9. Max just chilling. I think Max could go even quicker if he really wanted to. Hmm. I mean, like Verstappen did a 29 and Hamilton did a 22, Alonso 23, 21.3, Sainz to 21.4. Those times are so close. Well, other than obviously Max's. How has Perez not got past Lando with DRS? I don't understand. He's been blitzed past everyone, and that McLaren is not efficient in a straight line. Oh, he's going to get past here, though, isn't he? He didn't, though. What? Lando must be using battery very, very intelligently. He must be. Obviously, DRS from Hulk, but still. No, Norris doesn't have DRS. .129 from Perez, fastest lap. Hello. DRS aided, of course. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Lando's not going to fight that. Lando's not going to fight that. No point. He was told not to fight it, like, ages ago. I think he'll get Hulk as well. If Hulk can get into the points, he'd love that. He'd love that. Perez can get maybe 6th. Do you think? Maybe. Let's go grab a water. 2 seconds. Right, there we go. Perez gone past Hulk. Now, Norris is now right behind Hulk as well because Hulk lost a bit of time with that Perez fight. Great race from Norris. Ah, they've told Fernando to push. Half a second he just took out of Lewis. Yeah, Piastri in 11th. It would be nice if Piastri could get in the points, though. Especially after the terrible race he had last time around. But he's a couple seconds behind Ocon, and we know Ocon's like a bullet in a straight line, so... Can Perez get past Stroll, do you think? I don't know. He struggled to get past the McLaren. I don't know. Hmm. Fastest lap from Alonso. De Vries just gone onto the softs. That's odd. Okay. What? Why? Why is he pitted with... He needed to pit earlier than that, I think. There's like 10 laps left. Why is he pitted so late, De Vries? Maybe he had to. Hmm. Well, Merck won't get the fastest lap anyway, I don't think, Tom. But, I mean, Perez... I don't know. I mean, Perez... It depends whether Perez has got the pace. Max weaving down the straight. What the hell? Max is losing time. Max's gap just dropped to 7.8 seconds. Oh, yeah, he went off. Oh, he almost spun. Max was off the bloody track. He almost spun it. Bloody hell. Perez, 20.6.
I keep front locking there. It's really...
Okay, understood.
I don't think it's going to be a concern. He's got such a gap that he could take it easy. Bloody Kylie. Ooh, Norris. Sainz has fallen back from Alonso now. Sainz doesn't seem to have an answer for Alonso's pace. Max's pace is fine though.
Good job, hang in there.
He had that little off on the last, second to last corner, but his pace is fine. It's been quite a lot of overtakes today, but they've all been DRS aided, haven't they? They've all been quite artificial, but it is what it is. I don't think it was a lapse because these guys are just so good and they're so used to it. I think he said that he locked a tire. He keeps locking his tires. Oh, Lando is right behind Hulk now. Oh, that was a bit. That was a bit dicey from Hulkenberg. And then Max just goes, "Yeah, fastest lap, mate." 20.3. Okay. That looked late from Hulkenberg, that move. That looked late. Oh. Yeah, that was a little bit naughty from Hulk. A little bit naughty.
He moved after I moved.
We're on it.
Yeah, Hulk did kind of do a little cheeky. That's how I describe Hulkenberg's defensive maneuver. Just a little wiggle. Oh, Norris is behind him again.
Man, this is so
Wording, mate.
Oh, Gasly's dropped out of DRS of Sainz now as well. Interesting. Yeah, Gasly's fallen back to 1.7 seconds behind Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz 3.5 seconds behind Alonso. I thought Carlos Sainz would have caught Alonso because he was really quick earlier in the race, but Alonso's had a really good pace. And Max, after his little incidents, now the quickest on track again. So Norris again, same spot. And Nico's defending it so well, though. He's defending it. Oh, he went wide though. Oh, did he push him off there? Did he push him off? I don't think so. I mean, Lando did the switchback and Hulkenberg went wide and Lando just pounced on him. It was a great move. I don't know if Hulkenberg just tried to hold it round the outside and just ran wide. Yeah, Lando did absolutely nothing wrong there. I think Hulk just tried to hang it round the outside. It wasn't Lando's fault.
Sergeant is not moving.
Yeah, it's got blues again.
Yeah, but he doesn't move.
God, I don't know who that was in the Haas garage, but they were just hand in mouth, just. Hmm. Alonso with a quicker time there than Hamilton by a couple tenths. They have been trading laps back and forth, though. Question is, who's got enough life in their tyres for the last 5 laps? Who's that? Kevin Magnussen with a puncture. What? He's lost the whole tyre. He's hit something. He's hit something. Oh, that could be a safety car. That could be a virtual safety car or a safety car. That could be a safety car.
Magnussen crash will be a safety car, guys.
Copy, Joe.
Massive debris.
What's going to happen here? He's definitely hit the wall. Safety car. Safety car. Yeah, there's a tyre in the middle of the track.
You got damage. You got damage. Rear suspension's broken.
I think Verstappen could pit if he wanted to. What do they do now? I don't think they should pit. It might end under VSC and under safety car. By the time they've moved that car, I think it'll end under safety car. Surely they're not going to pit Hamilton. I think Sainz has pitted. Hamilton stayed out. I think that's the right call. I think you have to. I think you have to stay out because A, the safety car might end and you'd lose too many positions. I think it was the right move, I think. Oh, shit. He just ran wide into the wall at turn 1. That's bizarre accident from K-Mag. That is so bizarre. Now, there just isn't enough time to get any benefit because there'll be one lap. Abu Dhabi? If any. It might end under the safety car. It might end under the safety car. God, that tyre. Unbelievable, Jeff. There's a lot of debris on the track.
So much debris out here.
Okay, copy. Yeah, just pick your way through.
There is a lot of debris over there, all over the track. People need to... Oh, they've red flagged it. No. Oh my God. Oh my God. They're all going to restart the race on the soft tyres. And you won't get DRS for 2 laps. It'll be 2 laps. Bloody hell, that's... Oh my god, that is... that is insane. What do you think about this? Do you think it's fair? Because in theory, it could screw the race leader, Verstappen, who was miles ahead. In theory. I'm not saying it will, but in theory it could. When it perhaps for the result, it should have ended under safety car. But they don't want that because it's not exciting. But that, I think for fairness, I think it should have just ended under the safety car. Oh, we'll see what happens. Anything can fucking happen on a start, can't it? Like, the start could cause any number of issues. I mean, yeah, I mean, who knows? I don't think many of them will have a new set of softs. Alonso, just like, what?
Will they restart this?
Yeah, it makes for an exciting end, but I don't think it's the fairest way to end the race. You could argue it is fair because everyone gets, you know, the same, but all that gap that you've built up over the course of 50 laps, you know, just goes, doesn't it? But it is what it is. It goes with a safety car, I guess. So. But it would have ended under the safety car and the result would have been confirmed. Now there's jeopardy because with a start of a race, there's always maximum jeopardy, isn't there? So. Who knows how this is going to go? I've no bloody clue. Ten minutes, restart. Two very short red flags, isn't it? Which makes you wonder whether it was really necessary. You know? I don't know. Well, Kevin Magnussen hit the wall. His tyre came off, but there was a lot of debris on the track, so they red flagged it. Oh no, Richard. I mean, it's actually been a really interesting race. Do you agree? I mean, I know that it seemed a little bit boring, but there was always an excitement between the battle between Hamilton, Alonso, Sainz, Gasly. You know, and earlier on it was pretty enticing. See you, Richard. You know, I think it's been interesting. I've enjoyed it. I mean, everyone will have softs on, even if they're used. It's only 2 laps. Excuse me. Hello from Melbourne. Where's all that smoke coming out of that McLaren? Is that cooling? Apparently I mean, I don't know the situation in Australia, but apparently the weather it's just past summer in Australia because we're coming to Australia a little bit later than we normally do. So it's a little bit cooler than it normally would be. You can hear, wow. You're close then. Love that. You must live pretty close to the circuit. Well, to be honest, I mean, even if you don't live pretty close, they are pretty loud. Even this new generation of cars, aren't they? Walking through the gates of hell. This is 16C, yeah. So for Australia, it's not particularly warm, is it? Considering you're probably in peak summer well into the 40s, I'd assume. Yeah, it's a weird one from K-Mag. I need to see it from his onboard. Like, it's just such a weird... I just don't really understand. I need to see an onboard from K-Mag. He's a good driver that came over. He's always pushing it, isn't he? He's always on the limit, so...
Can I just get like a rag or something for my glove? It's a bit wet.
Do you want a fresh pair of gloves?
No, just something to wipe the grip is fine.
Interesting. I don't know what's going to happen here. The only thing I will say is that the Red Bulls haven't been great at the starts, have they? And they've taken a couple laps. They've taken a couple laps to get their tyres up to temperature. But literally anything could happen at the start, and after the start lap, there's only one more lap after that. So I mean, there's literally the first lap and then one lap. That's it. So if you make a mistake on the start, you're screwed. No, there won't be any DRS. I don't know, man. So crazy. Ted not happy with Michael Massey. You could tell by the way he's talking. Oh, all right, Crofty. Fucking hell. Ted didn't say anything bad about him. He's a human being. Yeah, you didn't slate him. Yeah. Yeah, it is ironic. I mean, here's the thing. If Alonso gets a good start, he could win. Sainz could win. Like, it's insane, isn't it? Imagine if you're Max and you don't win this race. You'd be furious. Max would be absolutely apoplectic. Is that the right word? Is that a word? Apoplectic. Overcome with anger. Furious. Yeah. Apoplectic. That's a good word, that. I'm glad that I used it. They were saying as well, Jensen was saying in commentary, and it is right, the difference now as well is that the clutches on the car have done a full race distance, which can make it trickier on the start. That guy's sunglasses are against his ear, not over them. What? They're just pushing on his ear. What the? How bizarre. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Christian Horner looks nervous. I don't blame him, like, because, you know, anything can happen. Okay, they're all lining up. About to go for 2 laps. Right. A good start from Verstappen, I think. Oh, Alonso! Oh, shit! A Stroll! Red flag. They've red flagged it. What? What? Oh my, the 2 Alpines! Oh my god, that was insane. What? 6 cars have crashed. I think Hamilton went a little bit deep, which caused a concertina effect. You can't just go, oh, red flag, they got away with it, and now have the result that it was. What? That'd be insane. Oh, Sainz hits Alonso. Oh. Yeah, Sainz clips Alonso, doesn't he? Actually, Alonso was quite a way away from Hamilton. He goes round the curb. He's got a good run on him because Lewis went a little bit deep, and then Sainz... Fernando carried on going, though. I don't understand what's going to happen. Is the race going to be restarted? What the hell happened with the Alpines? Like, Gasly was running so well. How have they fucked it? One of them went across the grass. Who's that? Is that Gasly across the grass? Oh my word. Gasly's come back on the track, hasn't he? And he's drifted to the right, and Oncard had nowhere to go. It's just going to be chaos again. They should end the race. They should just end the race, to be honest, I think. Restart procedure under... Okay. Yes, you're right, actually. You're right. That would be absolutely absurd, though, by the way. You cannot. That would be absurd. This would be absurd. So, the race restarted. Alonso's out. But because they didn't go through a sector, it goes back to the result. So, despite the fact that Alonso's out of the race, he would still get third place. So, and Perez would get the position he was in. He's in 10th currently, but he'd actually get 6th or 5th or whatever, despite not being there. And Gasly and Ocon, who crashed out, would actually get the positions they started the race.
Stupid rule. How the hell you can put a red flag before?
Yeah, copy, mate.
Maybe because we don't complete a lap, we go back to the same positions. It happened in Silverstone.
Yes, we're looking at that, mate. We're on that. We're already on that. So just get the car back. Do you think there's damage?
No, it's okay. The car is okay.
Copy, mate. Okay.
Check this immediately. They should do it. They should do it.
Yep, we're on it.
Absolutely absurd end to this race. Lewis goes a little bit deep. I don't think Lewis got the best start. I think Fernando would have had a pretty good run on him down the straight because he was right on his gearbox until he got taken out by Sainz. And then Stroll just outbrakes himself. I mean, it's just so messy, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, Gasly, it's a big mistake from Gasly coming back across the track like that.
100%. These ones were too cold.
I mean, it can't restart, can it? Or will it be restarted with 56 laps? They can't do that, can they? Oh, Sergeant. Oh, dear. There's absolutely no point in restarting the race if it's just going to be a formation lap and then a checkered flag. It's a waste of everyone's fucking time, isn't it? So the first two positions are not going to change. So the first two positions aren't going to change. But it's the rest of them. Because currently Norris and Piastri are in 6th and 7th. But I don't think that's going to stand. Imagine if the race did end with this order. Hulkenberg in 4th, Tsunoda in 5th, and Norris and Piastri 6th and 7th. With both Alphas in the points as well. With only 10 cars finishing the race. What's the point in sending them out to cross the line behind the safety car? What's the point of that? What's the fucking point? Like, they're going to send them out for one lap behind the safety car just to proceed across the line. It's a waste of time, isn't it? It's weird. It's chaos. Absolute chaos. Lance Stroll, though. Lance Stroll absolutely fudged it, didn't he, down at turn 3? Just watching his replay now. He avoided all the action at the start. Oh, he avoided Sainz, and then he just went off on his own. He's fucked it. Hulkenberg could get a podium if Sainz got a penalty. If they kept these positions, surely they have to give Carlos Sainz a penalty. If they keep these positions, they have to give Carlos Sainz a penalty for his contact with Alonso, which would put Nico Hulkenberg onto the podium. Maybe? Hey, Mark. Yeah, it's just gone. It's got chaos at the end, Mark. It's got chaos at the end. Like, just look. I'm gonna say it. They shouldn't have red flagged the race, in my opinion. They shouldn't have red flagged the race. I don't think. They red flagged the race after that Magnussen incident, and I think they should have ended it behind the safety car. I think. Oh, it's not exciting. Yeah, but it's fucking fair. It's fair. Now, because of the chaos of everyone doing a restart on the 56th lap of the race, this shit's happened. In theory, Logan Sargent should get a penalty as well, but yeah. It depends. If they keep these positions, they have to give Carlos Sainz a 5-second penalty, don't they? They have to. If they revert the positions, then they don't, because they've nullified it. They're saying they have to finish the race under their own power. Sorry? Spa? Do we not remember Spa? Do we not remember? Do we... I just... No one knows. Oh dear. Yeah, you need to see the restart. Honestly, it was like an F1 lobby. You had Sainz hit Alonso. Gasly went off the track to avoid, well, kind of avoid it, but he did brake too late. Then he drifted across the track and took out his teammate. Logan Sargent went into the back of Nick de Vries. Lance Stroll avoided all the action and then just went off on his own at turn 3. They were going to restart the race. What? I don't understand. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. So basically what's happened here, I'll explain exactly what's happened. When the restart happened, they didn't go past the first timing line, sector 1. Therefore, it's gone to the positions they were at the lap before. But they're going to restart the race because you have to finish under your own steam, for want of a better word. So the big losers here are any of the cars that crashed out and can't restart. So the 2 Alpines. Alonso's going to get away with it. Carlos Sainz will therefore get away with it because he won't get a penalty because they've reversed the positions. Stroll will get away with his mistake because he'll be put back in a position. And anyone who was behind the 2 Alpines will gain as well. So Alonso will be in P3. But then there won't be any racing.
They just published a restart order.
There won't be any racing.
I don't understand why, but that's where we are, so we'll be reshuffling the cars. Who is in front of Norris?
You tell me.
Yeah, fine, yeah.
No podium for Hulkenberg. Just why do we need to restart it? A little bit of common sense here. Get everyone back in the car just to do a formation lap. Like, what's the point? Like, what's the point? So now they have to put them in the right order, drive round to the grid so we can have the exciting finish. There won't be any racing though, just so we're clear. No racing now. The result is they're just crossing the line. Yeah, Fernando's like, what? Sorry, why am I getting back in the car? What? I think Piastri will still score a point though. Yeah, Gunter Steiner's not happy. Don't blame him. I mean, is this fair? I mean, I don't think it is. I don't think it's fair to have a restart and then just it go back to the lap before. I don't think it is fair. You know. See you, Jack. Have a good afternoon. I just don't think we should have had the red flag in the first place. I mean, look. Why are we warming the tyres? We're only doing a formation lap. Absurd end to the race. I just want to make sure there's no weirdness.
Driver. As it is the last lap, it's going to be a lap behind the safety car to finish the race.
Do you know what's ironic?
Come on, go back to 12. You know, if
this was the last point.
Do you know what's ironic?
The timing was established.
They did all this red flag to avoid the race finishing under the safety car, and the red flag restart caused an incident that requires the race to end behind the safety car. Oh dear. You just can't make this stuff up, can you? You just can't make this stuff up. I love how that race will resume. Oh, it's not resuming, is it? Come on. Max Verstappen to conk out on the way to the grid on the formation lap and not finish the race. Lol. What a weird end to the race. Ted's got a really good point. He's saying what we're all thinking. He's like, why are we restarting? And Crofty's being such a twat. Because there's no reason to not restart, Ted. And Ted's like, well, obviously there is, because there'll be no bloody racing. And Crofty's trying to be all high and mighty, and Ted's absolutely right. Like, at least Ted's being common sense. Like, Crofty's like, there's no reason to not. Common fucking sense. If you can't have a racing lap, surely that's reason enough to not restart. There's no point in sending all these cars out for a safety car lap. If the race was ending under a safety car, that'd be different. There's no point sending them out just to be behind the safety car for a lap. Like, Ted's absolutely right. I don't know why Crofty can't understand that. It's stupid. They've given Carlos Sainz a 5-second penalty, but they've gone back a lap. That doesn't make any sense. You can't do that. You can't give him a penalty for an incident that happened. That's outrageous. You've reversed the order to the lap before. So in theory, that lap never happened. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I think he should have only got a 5-second penalty if the race carried on. That's bullshit. Bullshit. I don't think that's fair at all. Because Alonso hasn't lost out. I think because they nullified that lap, surely you nullify the incident, no? That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair, I don't think. Do you think that's fair? Should he get the penalty because it was an accident on the track that he caused, regardless of it being reversed? Yeah, he's going to be out. He's going to be out of the points. Ferrari are going to be out of the points. I feel really sorry for Carlos Sainz.
So we have 5 seconds penalty.
No, it cannot be, Ricky. Do I deserve to be out of the points? No. No, yeah. It's unacceptable. Tell them, it is unacceptable. They need to wait until the race is finished and discuss with me.
Copy.
No, please, ask them, please.
Oh, no.
To wait.
Carlos Sainz just pleading on the radio.
The penalty is not deserved. It's too severe.
Like, the thing is, the penalty is the penalty. The issue here isn't the penalty. Carlos Sainz is like, no, it's not fair. But what happened is a 5-second penalty. That's not even debatable. That the penalty isn't what's debatable. What's debatable to me is the fact that we've taken it back to the lap before, almost as if that restart never happened. So we're penalising him for something that hasn't actually technically happened. But I suppose you'd look at it, well, yes, Alonso's in the race, but he still made contact and caused another driver to spin. Therefore, he still is penalised regardless of it reverting back. But I would have thought that because that restart was nullified, what happened at the restart would be ignored. But obviously that is not correct. Hmm. Uh. Just a weird race. What a weird race. I'm glad I got up for it though. I'm glad I got up just to see all the madness. So at least it was interesting. It was an interesting race. There was a good fight between Alonso and Hamilton and Verstappen. I enjoyed that. Some crazy restarts and what have you. It was interesting. I missed seeing pit stops though. Did you miss seeing the pit stops? I really missed the excitement of pit stops and, you know, cars on faster tires and stuff. I really missed that. Oh, poor Carlos Sainz. Basically, yeah, every car is going to be right up his gearbox. This could get dangerous with cars getting really, really close to Carlos Sainz. This could get dangerous.
Okay, Max. So, plan is safety car will enter the pit lane at the end of this lap. You will then take the checkered flag. It's a rolling start, i.e. just take the checkered flag. There is no overtaking until the line.
Yeah. Weird. It's just weird. Weird. I mean, it's just what a bizarre way to end the race. This is way more absurd than it just finishing behind the safety car after Magnussen's crash. Norris is in 7th, but he's gonna jump Sainz, so he's gonna go up to 6th, you'd assume. Hulkenberg will get 7th. Why are you weaving? What do you need tyre temperature for? You're just crossing the line. Is it just habit? What? Oh, there's fans trying to climb. Why is Lewis right up Max's chuff? Like, wow, I didn't see that result coming. What a weird. Yeah, Carlos Sainz out of the points.
And well done.
Yeah, well, it took a while, but win is a win. We take it. Good weekend.
Yeah, no, well done, mate. That was a bit of a lengthy one, but well navigated. Our first win here since 2011, so and your first, obviously. So well done and enjoy it.
Yeah,
Bizarro.
That's a really good weekend for us. Really happy with that.
What a bizarre race. What a bizarro race, you know? Nico Hulkenberg hasn't made it. Oh. What? He crossed the line, but he hasn't made it back to the pits. Perez got fastest lap.
Mega job, guys. What an amazing result. Thank you so much. So proud of you all. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing.
No, really well done there.
Lewis is
Yeah,
chuffed.
it's a long afternoon, but yeah, that's definitely deserved that result.
Well driven, Lewis. Very, very well.
Thanks, Toto.
Always under control.
It was a good old race from Lewis. I mean, you know, Russell got very unlucky, didn't he? Let's be honest. But when Lewis was there, he held off Alonso when he needed to, you know, and pulled the gap when he needed to. Obviously, he didn't have the pace of Max, but I think Mercedes will be really happy with that. You know, they've finished second on merit. They'll be really happy with that. In the race, they've outpaced the Ferraris and the Aston Martin, so they'll be really chuffed with that, I think. Mercedes back? Question mark? Oh dear. Yeah. There you go. I don't think I need to watch the podium ceremony. There you go, guys. I enjoyed that. It was a crazy, crazy race at the end there. I think I will have a video up on the YouTube channel, sort of midday-ish, just covering the
5-second penalty.
just covering the race.
Well, make sure that Lance cross the line close enough, I guess. Or
So look out for that and give it a cheeky like. And I will be back tomorrow on Twitch. Probably might even play some Diablo 3. There isn't another Formula 1 race now until the end of April, so yeah, no more races for a little while. But thank you for tuning in, especially those who got up early. And I will see you folks tomorrow.
Please, guys.
Have a good evening.
Something, please.
I have got a lamb dinner planned for later. Hello.
And they will put me out of the point
Yeah,
for that.
and I'll see you.
For a one
Goodbye.
incident. So unfair. I cannot believe they did.